All right, how are we doing? How are we doing? We're gonna do some lovely cast play testing because I was a little bit under the weather last week, and then my sleep pattern got really fucked up. So I'm actually a little bit behind on the cast reviews. I had two left to do like a week and a half ago, and guess what? I still have two left to do. So today we're gonna do what is actually my second game for Ghost Rider, because the first one I did on Havoc stream. So this one will actually be from me, from my channel, and my pings. So all I have left to do after this is High Evolutionary, which I did one game of already. I will do one more game of at least, and pending any major fuck ups, that'll probably be it for that. And I got to do their reviews. I've already done the reviews for everybody over here. Um, so yeah, uh, Robbie Reyes. So if you didn't see Havoc stream, check him out at twitch.tv/Lord Havoc. I think it's Lord_Havoc now that I think about it, because you can't have spaces. Um, the way how Robbie Reyes works is he will be moving along this track right here, and wherever he is on the track will give him bonuses. He has to move on the track. That is a literally a forced action that I missed the last time I played. So if you saw my first time playing, I actually fucked up playing him for that one thing. I don't I don't think anything on this is game breaking in a way that not having done it would have really changed the way how the game was played. It's just something I was supposed to have done. The other big thing with Robbie Reyes is he has these, are they called charger mods, I think? Charger mod upgrades? Yeah, charger mod upgrades. And these charger mod upgrades give him a ton of bonuses, some better than others. Obviously, that's just how it's always going to be. Um, those are like his biggest things. Um, I'm playing with this leadership recon that comes with Ghost Rider. Speaking of which, this is made by ekAugust. I should probably say that when I say who I'm playing. So yes, ekAugust is Ghost Rider. Alongside of it, we got my Monet Saint Croix Penance, aka I don't know if, yeah, I actually did make a few small changes and tweaks to her kits since last time I played, I believe. I can't remember last time I played her, actually, now that I think about it. So there might be changes in here. I don't fucking know. Playtesting against Crossbones, which will probably be a mistake because neither of these two were playing Justice, which means that I've got to be very careful with this shit. I've got two leadership characters. He can remove some threat. She can remove a little bit of threats. We'll see how this goes. So off rip, I think I'm going to discard all 5 of these cards. Actually, maybe I'll keep. I think I might keep the side scheme now. I think about it. So I'm gonna try and get resource cards. There's a resource card, so I can play the charger mods, because I think all the charger mods are 3 cost if I remember correctly. How's your opening hand looking like? Excuse me. Hmm. Drop clarity of purpose. Drop psychic kicker. That's probably good enough for now. She doesn't have must-have cards in her deck. My cat, like the moment I start this stream, my cat just gets raging zoomies. She is bouncing all over the goddamn place right now. You good? She just literally jumped into the wall. There's not even a fly or bug on it or anything. She just jumps at it. What it is, she probably just took a shit and she's got all this energy now. She feels lighter. Alright, anyways. I didn't get any of the charger mods in my opening hand, but I do get to get one for my ability. Which does suck that I'm going to have to spend a resource to do this now. So I'm going to use this Yeah, let's use this. Take 1 damage. And then I get to get a charger mod. So, what is charger mods again? I know he's got. There's one that readies him. There's cost an XR play by 1. There's one that readies him. Take 1 damage and ready Ghost Rider. And this one is he gets retaliate, which I don't value as much. You good? You done bouncing around my place? Oh, now you want to be pet. That's because you're begging for treats that you know are in this shelf next to me. Yeah, I'm onto your little devious ways, kitty cat. All right, all right, all right. Let's flip. I'm gonna spend this and go all out or excellent combinations, but I'm not gonna have a lot I can do with it right now. Let's get this out. I'm going to take this over here because I think every single one of those upgrades gives him a buff to his kit. So 2, 1, 2, 4. And then this gives him +1 thwart. So I do have slight threat removal here. Rage after you make a basic attack ready. Try to make a basic attack ready. That might actually not be a bad idea. I could have actually grabbed his attack one and had a lot of that, but I was going to put a call for backup out, but I might road rage twice. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that. So I have to attack first. So let's attack for 1. He's got the attacks and damages discard. Okay. So spend 1, ready. I get +1 attack. I attack for 2. I ready. And then I attack for 3. And I'll take 1 and that to ready, and then I'll attack for 3. So that was a good 9 damage off the rip, off of 4 attacks, which isn't very good economy, but 9 damage is 9 damage in a single turn. I'll take it every time. All right. Monet. Let's search for a resource card. So I need mental and fist. Get rid of that. I want to keep this, so I might just grab Jackpot and overspend it to get rid of the discard. Because I don't have anything that requires 3 in my hand, so yeah, let's get rid of that. I have to be flipped. I'm going to flip to M. And then I spend those to get rid of this. Get out of here. Get. So Sonic Probing can't do anything right now. I have 2 fucking defense cards. So I have all these cards, and I can't do dick with them. Only one I can play is this one. So let's attack for 2. And then I'll spend Inspired on a controlled change, so I become Penance. And then I deal 2 damage to an enemy. And yeah, I think that'll end my turn. Let's get rid of one of these and get 2 cards here. Connect to the World Mind doesn't count against the card hand. 6 cards, baby. 1 is. Oh shit! I was supposed to do this forced action. I move one on the track. Top card of my deck, I may then discard it. So I haven't drawn my card yet. Let's discard it, right? Yeah. I didn't play any aspect cards, right? Yeah, I only played my cards. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's got a clarity of nut in here too. All right, 1, 2. I forgot to flip this. It's okay. I already know what it did. I already got rid of the experimental weapon. Attacks Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider will. Actually, I think it's just fine to take it for 2 points. Attacks Penance. Now, Penance can return to sender this. Um, let's flip it. The return the center wouldn't do shit. As far as support I control, there is no support I control, just 1 point of damage. This and this. Let me actually, now that I think about it, I forgot to do. Usually I do this whenever I set this up. I don't want Madam Hydra in here. Okay, we are getting no more threat on here. So this goes over to her now. Yeah, sorry if you want to see like legit gameplay in my game tests. If I was playing like an actual game for fun, I would absolutely keep. Well, I am playing for fun, but if I wasn't like just doing this to play test stuff, I would absolutely keep Madam Hydra in here, but I remove her. Actually, before I play this, I'm going to change to M. I'm going to Sonic Probe to uh, remove 4 from a scheme. So get it off of this. These two for hold the line, which I changed the text of, and I already forgot what it does. All right. And then I will remove 2 off of allegiance that he can just thwart as normal. Actually, no, he can thwart for 5. So let's just remove it from main. And she is done. All right, over here. So I get the forced action, which is to move this on the track. So remove 1 threat from a scheme. I will then spend 2 to full throttle. So I get +2 to all my powers until the end of the round. I will then, oh, this is down here. I will then remove 5 threat off of this. And then this also, oh, that happens before I actually do this. So then I could have attacked for 1 real quick. And then I play this, which gives me +2 to everything. Because this forces me to move up here, which would then ready me. So now I remove the 5 threats. That would have gotten rid of the Legions of Hydra. And then I'm going to take 1 damage to reading. I have +2 to all my stats. So let me actually +2, +2, +2. This says it'll help me math it up here. Do 12 damage with a go all out. I think I'm going to go all out here. Nothing really here that I want to keep around. Yeah, let's spend 2 to go all out. Exhaust my identity. I deal that much damage. So 12 damage. I might need to flip him down so I can start getting other charger mods. Let's flip down. I'm going to take 1 damage. to get a charger mod into his hand. No, which card is it? He's got a card that does something. Is this one? Yeah, it's the Camello's Auto Body Shop. And then the Highways to Hell also give resources based off your charger mods. So let's get a charger mod that I'm flirting around with right now. And yeah, there we go. Ready up. Couple readies, rumbles. Can't complain with that. 4, 5. 1, 2. Attacks M. Machine gun for 0. And then proper attacks, which I will just take. 2. Return to sender that. So I take 2 damage. And then I hit him for 2. Cancel all the icons. Schemes for 2. 1, 1. Quick strikes for 2. Holy shit, a Shadows of the Past. Rare sight indeed. So I get this guy first, right? Ghost Rider, King of Hell. Defeat King and 9 hit points. He can go fuck himself. Place 1 acceleration token on the main scheme. That's fucking rude. When defeated, remove each acceleration token from play. Okay. Interesting. What do we got here? Hell Race. Threat cannot be removed from Hell Race by thwarting. When you would move one on the racetrack, remove 1 threat from here. You do not move. Okay. Boost placement acceleration. Okay. Okay, we're riding. All hail the king. I'll find out what those do when they come up. So I don't get to move on the track. Actually, I'm not. I'm supposed to be here because I had to move up. So as a forced action, I'm going to move, but I don't move. I remove 1 off of this. I'm going to take 1 damage to get another charger mod. This is only 1 resource right now. So I'm going to spend. First, I'm going to heal. I'm going to flip. Actually, before I flip. So I can get all this in play. Spend 3 for this one. Reduce this. I can get this out. I'm going to take 1 to reduce next card I play by 1 for this. I'm going to use this to get 2 cards from a discard pile back into my deck. I'm going to grab Full Throttle, and I'm going to grab Road Rage. I do not get to draw a card because I don't have 3 charger mods. I can almost put this in play. I'm going to flip. Oh, this was a hero action. So I couldn't have actually done that. That was a Road Rage and a Full Throttle. So let's remove that and remove that. Because that is a hero action, which means I would not have been able to do that like that. So then, do I want to... Yeah. So instead of putting Camellos out, I'm going to use the 1 resource from this. And then this, because it's 2 resources, to get the 3rd one out. That way, when I get Camellos out, I will have that also. I'll use this to ready. Then 1 damage. I will then, oh, this needs to be bumped down by 2, by 2, by 2. And actually, these ones need to go up by 1 each, right? Yep, 1 defense, 1 attack. I'll hit the king for 2. And that will end his turn. All right, over here. These for another ready to rumble. I will attack for 2. Change to Penance. Ready to rumble to ready. I will attack for 2. Oh yeah, this guy quick striked me, so he should have been retaliated against. And he attacked me, so he should have been retaliated against. I am extremely tempted to flip down with her. Also, I changed to Penance. I forgot. So hold the line, procs for 2 damage. No matter what, he's getting next schemes. So I think I'm a flip. I'm going to use my ability to get a resource card. Get. Actually, no, let's not get that, because if I get Connect to the World Mind, it doesn't count against my hand size. And I'll get Jackpot next round. That will end her turn. So she draws 6 cards. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Full throttle, baby. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this goes a little bit of leg. 12 here. We get 2 here. We get a new weapon. Fucking hell. Attacks the rider. I should probably defend for 3 against a. Oh, this is first off, it's the machine gun. Machine gun hits for 0. Then the attack hits for a base of 3. 4 damage. So 1 goes through, and then 2 from the king. And then schemes for a base of 3. So 4. Counter. This guy schemes for 0, obviously. And this. Surges into. I'm confused. I take 1 damage. Here. We get Jackpot. I'm going to heal for 4. This requires 1 of everything. So I'm going to flip. I'm going to spend 1 of everything. Get rid of this. Did I want to flip to Penance? Yeah, you know what? Let's flip the Penance. By flipping the Penance, I then deal. Do I want to shuffle an event from my discard pile back to my deck, or do I want to do the 2 damage? Let's actually shuffle an event. Excuse me. Let's shuffle Sonic Probings so I can get some fort back here. Even though I'm confused. Ready to Rumble also happens, so I ready. I will then thwart to knock my confuse off. I will pay 1 to do a controlled change. It deals me 1 damage because it's a psionic card. It flips me to, or changes me to M. I then stun a minion. So we can, oh, he's stalwart. Let's stun this little loser then. I will then spend 2 to sudden rush the villain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a stun. I am 1 resource short of being able to probe something. I can't ready myself. So that'll end her turn. We're over here now. We are over here. Let's take 1 to get Stinger. Stinger is an aspect, so that removes 1 off of this because it would try and move this. As a force action, I'll try and move on the track. Now, do you only get the bonuses? Do you only get the drip bonuses when you move to it? So I wouldn't trigger drift from this. Stinger will knock out Ghost Rider King of Hell. She'll have 1 damage on her. She can chump for me now. I have her ready. Let's Demonic Gear Shift, 1 damage ready. I will spend 2 to full throttle. I will, which would also try and move me on the track. Did I just remove 2 from this? 2 from this, excuse me. Which also tries to move me on the track. So I got 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I remove 5 threat from a scheme. I can't remove it from that. Remove it from this. Oh yeah, he also, when he was defeated, removes all the acceleration tokens. I will exhaust Hell Charger. Take 1 damage, ready myself. I kind of need to flip down here. I know I have her as a chump blocker, but that's cutting it close. So I'm going to flip and heal for 4. Let's use Morale Boost to get Canelo's Auto Body Shop. I will shuffle 3 cards back in, and then I get the draw card. Oh, they go on the bottom. I thought they shuffled in. Damn. Get full throttle, and get Highway to Hell. That doesn't work. Okay, you can't take a small stack and shove them underneath a big stack. That's good to know. So this actually puts them on the bottom. That's another thing I messed up last time. Then I was shuffling them in. I just threw that into her hand. That 1 player phase. And that'd be awesome. Is if she started getting some of her fucking cards. I mean, Unleash Hell's good. At least I got Unleash Hell. Five. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Attacks M, machine gun for 2. That sucks. I don't have my defense card. That also sucks. Actually, no, he can't because he's stunned. It's a good thing I didn't take the counter off. He's stunned. He's stunned. Schemes for... Well, Hell Race is in play. It is. This gets 2 additional boost icons. So schemes for 4. That's actually a pretty cool card effect. He gets a tough status. I have to babysit my daughters, my children, my goddamn, my sisters. All right, all right. I'm losing my mind. The good news is at least I get a resource card now. All right, so I got my chain. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Nick Fury is a good card to have, but do I play Nick Fury? Let's get Canelo. Road Rage is a good card. Let's get a Road Rage, and let's get. Yeah, I don't have another Road Rage. That kind of sucks. Let's get a morale boost on the bottom here. And draw a card. Earth's Mightiest. Not a bad card. I normally would like Strength in Numbers. Normally would like Strength in Numbers. God damn. So White Tiger is a card draw. Yeah, it's 2 card draw, but Kalu getting me any events might be what I need. Nick Furious. 3. I mean, kind of like hard stuck right now. I'll spend these 2 to get Gabe. We're going to discard until I get one of my cards, which shouldn't be long. As a forced action, I'm going to try and move up this. I'm going to flip. We will then... Highway to Hell for Hellfire Chain. Let's use Hellfire Chain to drag this guy over me. Now it takes 1 additional damage. Stinger will kill him. She's doing 2 damage to him. Stinger gone. Still have Nicholas. Nick will remove 2 off main. I will take 1 damage to Ready and remove 3 off main. I will take 1 damage to Ready and remove 3 off main. Yep. That will end his turn. Monet. Well, guess what? Monet got changed alter ego, so she gets a fucking resource. I'm going to change to M. What do I change to that? Now let's change to M. I will then... oh, that really useful team training. So controlled change isn't going to do shit for me right now. I'm actually going to spend controlled change to unleash hell. Ready my identity. And draw 2 cards. I will spend this to get the scimitar out. I can... Shit. It'll remove 4 threat. That'll get rid of that fucking card. And it'll do 2 damage. So I think I'm going to do that. Spend both of these to Sonic Probing to remove 4 threat from his scheme. He will then scimitar his tough off. He then attacks me. This is a machine gun first for no damage. Machine gun, not doing shit. He attacks me for a base of 2. He does no damage. That will end her turn. I could have gotten rid of this on this round, but I kind of really needed to do what I was doing. 4 cards. Sabretooth just refuses to show up in this game. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Attacks Ghost Rider. Nick, you're here, buddy. That was the machine gun first. I just remembered that. The attack now is technically, actually, it is just enough to defeat Nick. Attacks M. I will... Kind of wish I was Penance right now. I think I'll take it. Holy fucking hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, watch this be an assault. Okay. Raid the armory. We get 1. And then we discard until we get a weapon. Question is there any more weapons left in here? Yes, we got rid of the annoying ass armor. I said, is there any weapons? And it was the second card. First player goes to M. Monet, who just refuses to draw her good allies. I will... So I can remove 4 threat. I should probably remove 4 threat. Flip down. Get rid of armored suit. Get rid of inspired. Psionic probing to remove 4. Smack him for 2. I'm not even going to do my abilities or an attack. I'm just going to flip down and heal. I'm going to get connect to the Whirlwind. Actually, no. Let's get... as much as I want to get connect to the Whirlwind, I think I get... Because I'm very close to getting X23 and or Sabretooth. So team conditioning is kind of what I'll need then. So if I get... Actually, I'm not even going to grab it. I'm pretend I grab Jackpot because it's 3 resources to put in team conditioning. That'll end M's turn. She's got a heal. She hurting. All right, over here to Ghost Rider. So force action, try and move it. Can't. This goes away. The problem is there's only actually 12 cards left still. It's not bad. Avengers Assemble. All the Avengers I have. The Penance Stare. My Penance Stare, that's actually not bad. The Stun would actually be kind of killer right now. I want Clue, but I don't need Clue. 2 for Penance Stare. So it is 2 damage to the villain. I'm going to choose to stun him. I will then... Flaming Tires is reduce. Flaming Tires and Morale Boost to go full throttle. This actually removes me now. So it moves me. I deal 1 damage to an enemy. So I smack him for 1. I have +2 to everything. I will attack him for 4. I will take 1 damage to ready. I'll attack him for 4. I will take 1 damage to ready. I'll attack him for 4. There's part of me that is extremely tempted to flip down because he does not have any more acceleration out there. He would get 2, 4, 6. I don't think I should do it. Nah, I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna stay up. Probably a bad decision, but staying up. That'll end player phase. He's almost dead. Worst case scenario, M's pretty much in a good position to kill him off anyways. We get 5 cards for her. She finally got her Sonic Pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's one of these. I defeated that side scheme that was... Oh yeah, I did resolve the attack. I forgot about that. Okay, I'm not losing my mind. I did it properly. All right. 1, 2. Tries or schemes for 3. Stunned on the attack. Encounter. Each Hydra. Nope, there is none. So we each get a Hydra minion. Puts into play. Engage with them. He doesn't get a run revealed. That's right. I don't have another one of those in here, do I? It's from the deck and discard pile, right? Yeah, I should just grab another one of those because we don't get their unrevealeds. Yeah, let's get rid of the Hydra Flame Soldier because he actually has hit points. And get another one of those fucking nerds that won't reveal. Suck my ass. Alright, he gets a tough status. That kind of sucks. Makes it a little bit more hard to kill. 2, 3. First player over here. Alright. I will attack the villain for 1, knock the tough off. I will use morale boost to road rage, which readies me. I attack for, or excuse me, yeah, I attack for 2 the first time. I attack for 3. I then use full throttle to road rage. I attack for 4. That would have been my next movement. Draw 1 card, then discard 1. Not a big deal. All right. That was a pretty quick game. Final thoughts on Ghost Rider. I didn't even go through his entire deck a single time, huh? That's new. I usually always go through the deck at least once. This, I didn't see the last card, did I? And this. For starters, I didn't even get a chance to get him online because here's her last two big upgrades in the final 10 cards. I would say one of her big minions, allies, but it's not actually her. It's X-23. Where's Sabretooth? Bottom card. So 3 of her 4 big cards were in the bottom, like 10 cards. That was kind of rough. She didn't get a chance to get set up, but she did plenty. So I'm actually liking her. I think I can safely move her into like late stage beta. Like she's kind of close to being able to be released as she is. She plays really well. Anyways, that's all I gotta say on Monet. She works. I've never actually had this pop up, so I still don't know how this is gonna work. That's probably like the only thing that's kept me from releasing is I just don't have the playtest for the way how her Nemesis kit works. Because it works, she doesn't have a Nemesis minion. She instead becomes M plate, which if you don't know the comics is her being taken over by her brother. So she would attack her friends. They become prey. So they would take damage equal to her attack when these pop up. I do have to resize them though. They should be regular size now that I think about it. Well, I might as well keep them at the size they are now that I think about it. Because they're going to be in the same stack as this. And then this one is 2 acceleration, so that would have been fun to have two acceleration fucking nemesis out here. Anyways, I think she'll work. I think these will work. I just don't have the playtests for them. Ah, right. Ghost Rider. Let's get your shitting cards out of this asshole deck and give some reviews. And because this is a cast review, I will not give a warning about the fact that I'm reviewing these cards, because that's what we do here on cast reviews. If I was playing somebody's deck unprompted and they hadn't asked for a review, like I was just playing it for fun, and then I was giving my 2 cents on it, I would say, hey, this is the part of the stream where I'm giving my 2 cents. If you don't want to see it, you can ignore this part. But this is cast reviews, so everything gets reviewed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm all here. Let's take a look at these encounter cards he comes with. Treat his text box as if it were blank except for traits. You cannot use your wreck. After you defeat an enemy, exhaust Hull Charger, discard this obligation. I like it. Hull Charger is a vital part of his engine. Actually, I think only use the resource part of it like a single time, because I would use it to ready up for most of the time. Yeah, I like it. I like how that works. Um, Hell Race stays out for a good minute. I could see this railroading a little bit, a campaign a little bit, but I don't think it's too bad. Remove it by thwarting. Okay. That doesn't stop Ironheart. Now that I think about it, if you have an effect that does not signify that it's a thwart, you can still remove threat from it. Ironheart, if she's got her, it's not a propulsion blaster, it's her other one, or jet boots, I think is what it is. That's not a thwart, so she could remove threat from it. So if the intent is to make it so that only he can get rid of it by the racetrack, we might need to account for that. I think as it is right now, though, it's perfectly fine. It's just you've got somebody like Ironheart who can help out with it. Ironheart is a rare case. Ghost Rider King of Helm. At first, I thought he was going to be more problematic. I was able to bully him pretty quickly out of here. He kind of came out at like the perfect time. Like I had the perfect hands to just do damage. Placing acceleration, then he removes each acceleration. That seems strong, but at the same time, it's not often you're going to get that many acceleration counters. I say that we just had on this cycle Lady Deathstrike, and Lady Deathstrike gets a lot of acceleration. Ghost Rider versus Lady Deathstrike is a win for Ghost Rider, because then all you got to do is just defeat this Ghost Rider, and you've removed every single one of her acceleration tokens. Maybe the one defeated should have a limit, but at the same time, I mean, he's 9 hit points. He's 3 boost. He's stalwart. He's got 2 to each stat. He might not need it. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I love the card. I think this is very inventive. I think it's pretty cool. I like the fact that your riders seem to be Like his whole thing is adding acceleration. I like that. So there's honestly there's a good chance that nothing on here really needs to get changed. All hail the king in sight one. Okay, fucking sight. Ghost Rider King of Hell activates against you if he's not in play. Put him in play. Engage. Okay, so he can get back out there and put the acceleration tokens back out. Okay. Exhaust Hell Charger in each charger mod. Oh wow. Wow, that is fucking rude. Is Ghost Rider like that's extremely strong against Ghost Rider, especially late game. Um, is he strong enough to warrant that level of assholery? He might be. If automated, I would have limited it, but that doesn't mean that that this needs to. I think it's fine as it is. I think if I'd have drawn it, I would have been a little bit agitated, but I think it's just fine as it is. Um, Now let's do the tier here. I'm gonna start with the upgrades. It's all of them, right? It's all 5 upgrades. Um, so if you haven't seen my little stupid tier things, S tier, these are the best cards in here, in my opinion. They're usually also cards that are vital to the engine of a deck. They go on top. These ones I think are just good. They're perfectly fine cards. Cards I put down here, I don't like them. I think they're good mechanically, but I just don't like them. And if I put something down here, that means it is something's wrong with it. And by something's wrong with it, I mean something's wrong with it in a way where a deck would probably shouldn't be sealed if I have something down here because it is a glaring issue. That being said, Hull Charger is a really good card. It forces him to move this along. Um, I played like one aspect card the entire game. Thinking about that. Oh, I played two. I should have. I think I missed. I think I missed a single movement on here because I did play the call. What's it called? Go all out. I don't know why I said call, isn't it? Call for back. I didn't play call for backup at all. What's the other card I played? Didn't I play another one? Did I play another? I know I played Stinger. She's an aspect card. I played. Actually, I didn't even do this thing right because it's supposed to move up equal to, and it. So I actually missed moving it 2 times or moving it 2 spaces because go all out would have moved it 2 times. So I did fuck that up. I moved it just the once from Stinger, which I actually accidentally did it correctly. Did I morale boost any at all in this game? I don't remember if I morale boosted at all. It's kind of hard to keep track of a little bit. And that's not the fault of the mechanics or the creator or anything like that. Just it requires a player to remember to move their shit. Um, so yeah, Hell Charger is the engine card, literally the engine card. Uh, Metaphorically, the engine card as well. It's needed for the deck to work. It's at least it's permanent setup. I think it's weird that it's permanent. Is it impossible to destroy the card in the comics? I don't know. I don't know his character. I know that it's like imbued with infernal, hellish energy and all that. I just that's a genuine question. Is it impossible to destroy the Hell Charger? Is it impossible to destroy the motorcycles that the other Ghost Riders ride? Um, it's something I genuinely don't know. Real quick, because I forgot to do it. Usually I do the hero alter ego first. I like the alter ego ability. I like the hero ability. It's just something you got to remember to keep track of. I fucked it up, but that would have moved me 2 more spaces on here. Would have kept me here a little longer. Um, I'm pretty sure I only missed 2 spaces because I think I only played the one card the one go all out the one time, other than Stinger. Uh, But yeah, I mean, it's you gotta do is just keep track of it. His upgrades. All right, Demonic Gear Shift S tier. It's a really good card. It's especially good because you can use Hull Charger to keep it going. So you essentially have two readies available to you at all times. Um, Flaming Tires, I'd put down here. 1 damage for 1 reduced cost. Has its uses, but I don't think it's overly strong or anything like that. Brimstone, so maybe this is just the way how I play. I don't have any value for this card. The +1 defense I appreciate. Um, take 1 damage for retaliate 1. The only way I'd ever get use out of that is if I think I can knock a toughness off. Maybe if I wasn't playing him alongside Monet, where Monet can flip the penance and get retaliate to knock toughness off. I don't value taking 1 damage for a little retaliate 1. It does not feel like a good card at all. Hellfire Chain is a difficult card to assess because it is extremely niche. Um, it did help Stinger kill one of the enemies. I don't think it's a strong card. I think it's kind of weak. Um, you are it is restricted, so it's reducing you to play weapons like weapons that actually help you deal damage, like if you're playing aggression. Um, for and then it gives you a minion for just 1 more point of damage. It doesn't seem like it's entirely worth it. It has some value, but it feels weak. Um, Supports Gabe and Camelo. I love Camelo. I don't know who Camelo is. I don't know if it's a person or just the name of the body shop itself. Uh, I would have Camelo's babies. I love this card. I think it's a great card. Um, Gabe Reyes, I think, is a perfectly fine, acceptable card. The +2 recovery is extremely appreciated for a character that is hurting himself so much. Uh, Gabe is a good card. I like it. I like Gaben. Gaber. I don't think he's overpowered. I don't think he's extremely strong or anything like that. I just think he's a good card. Highway to Hell. I love Highway to Hell. I think Highway to Hell is a fantastic card. It would be useless early game, um, until you get your first one out there. The fact that you can't use it to help put one of these in play kind of sucks. Um, but it is what it is. It's still excellent. As long as you can keep all these out, all your charger mods out, it's just great. Um, Penance Stare, I didn't really care for Penance Stare the first time I played him. I think it's just a good card though. This time, I think last time I actually had it down here because I didn't value the cost to what it was doing. But this time I think it's good. I got decent value out of it. The immortal question is stunning an enemy worth dealing 4 damage to them? That's a debate. That's debatable. Um, in most cases, I think I would value the 4 damage over stunning because I could just flip down if I wanted to avoid damage. Um, but I mean, I used it this time. That actually got a stun that helped save some vital damage in a vital spot. So it's got its use. I don't think it's strong by any stretch. I think it's just a good card. Found the wheel. I did not get value out of it. I think I use this as resource every game. I don't think it's weak. I think it's good. I just don't think it's a card that I personally value most times. Um, I could see the purpose of it, but I mean, it's just not for me for most times. There's something else I could be doing instead. And then there's Full Throttle and Road Rage. So, if you haven't been able to tell, I left one important part of how his kit works out of the intro. Brought up his racetrack and moving that around, which I messed up a little bit again. Sorry. Um, I mentioned his getting his mods out so he can get his cell charger working well. His other big thing is readying the fuck up. His kits runs with a lot of ready. He readies twice if you have demonic gear shift, and then he readies off of road rage. If you could have an ideal hand, I had it have actually now I don't even need ideal hands. It happened twice in this game. There's only 2 copies of road rage, and it happened twice where I got these road rages. And both of them in my hand at the same time. So I did all damage. It was all the damage, every damage. Um, I would definitely say Road Rage is up here. I think it's a strong card. It's cheap. It gives you ready. It gives you the attack bonus. Um, I could see it having some difficulty, but not much. I mean, he's not a very good attacker. Is the only thing that's holding this back. If he was like a 2/2/2 at the start of the game, he'd feel so fucking strong with this. But he's just a 1 or a 2/1/2. Road Rage is good. I really like Road Rage. Full Throttle is extremely strong. This card right here demands you play leadership so you can go all out. Yeah, it's extremely strong. This is honestly probably the strongest card in his deck. Um, I don't think it needs to be changed though. I'm trying because this is his kit. He only has 1 attack in his deck. He has no thwarts in his deck. He has no defense in his deck. His deck is just about his basic powers. And augmenting that, readying himself, getting the charger mods, getting his board moving around. So I'm fine with this being doing what it does. It then again, it almost enforces that this deck has to run off of leadership, so you can go all out. So you can do what's the other one called, the thwarting one that I barely ever get a chance to play because it is more expensive and it costs 3. Push ahead. He's only have 1 push ahead in this deck, and he has like 2 go all outs. He has 2 push aheads and 3 go all outs. Okay. Yeah, it's just extremely strong. The last thing to talk about is his racetrack. I'll be honest. For these spaces, I don't give 2 shits about. Bound to the wheel, behind the wheel makes these 2 worth it, but it does nothing to help out with this drift, which is look at the top card of your deck, then you may discard it. Well, I guess it does. You can burn through your deck for whatever reason you might want to burn through your deck. I mean, this isn't bad either. It's whenever you have a card that's making you draw 1 and then discarding 1, it's always iffy to me because you might have a decent hand and then suddenly you have to discard something. It whiffs with readying yourself up a bunch. It's only giving you the drift ability, right? Yeah. So you wouldn't get extra retaliate because their extra retaliate's not part of the drift. Um these are fine, I guess. There's some of them that it's like unless you use behind the wheel on them, it kind of doesn't fucking matter. Reading is always fine, I guess. those are the only two spaces that I personally had a lot of value on. The other ones would have only been valuable if I didn't get both my behind wheels in a single hand when I wanted to do maximum damage. Or well, I forgot what exactly I used them for. I used them to pay for something else that I felt was more valuable. These are good cards. They're resources if I've got something else that's more valuable. There's a lot that's more valuable to me. Now the board itself, I have an issue with. I had this issue with Black Cat as well, and this isn't really an ekAugust thing. It's just kind of a gameplay mechanic type thing. Whenever I look at these, I always try to imagine this as a physical product. And I don't see like I always try to imagine it as a physical product that FFG would make. And I don't see FFG making this board with a token. Like the way how I'd see them do it is maybe they'd make a card size board like this, and you just use an all purpose counter to move around the track. I don't think they'd give you give you a customized movement token, because they'd be cheap. They need to be cheap. Also, if they were to include, I imagine with how cheap they can be sometimes. I imagine if they made this just like a card size insert like this, like it was just a regular card with this graphic on it, they'd probably charge $5 extra for that. You know they would. You know they would. Deadpool is still the most expensive set, or his most expensive hero that they've ever released. All he came with was fucking a new aspect. He had the same cards. He had the same amount of cards in his kit, and he's $5 more expensive than everything else. You know they're going to charge $5 for this. That's not an ekAugust thing. That's an FFG thing. But I always try and imagine what it would be like if this was an FFG release. And same with Black Cat and her dice board and dice. They would charge you out the ass to get this. But yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be wrap up my Ghost Rider gameplays. Because I did, like I said before, I played him on one of Lord Havoc's streams. I think overall, yeah, he's enjoyable. I think he's definitely worth a seal. I don't think there's anything overwhelming overall. It's not overly difficult. There's just something to keep track of, and I messed it up. I know I messed it up at least 2 movement on the racetrack. I don't think I messed up further beyond that, but it is what it is. Shit happens. I'm rambling a little bit because I'm tired. I'm extremely tired. I was sick last week and my sleep has been fucked up, and I'm still feeling the pain of that. So yeah, back to the point. I would definitely say this should definitely deserve a seal. Aesthetically looks great. Thematic wise, I don't know shit about Robbie Reyes's Ghost Rider. I barely know anything about any other Ghost Rider. So it feels fine. It feels like the theme, like if there was an overarching theme for all Ghost Riders, it would probably be redding themselves up and using base powers. That seems like the thing that would probably last for all Ghost Riders. Mechanics, materials, yeah, everything's here. You got everything. It's 10 out of 10. No problems. You even got thank you for having a fucking insert. Mechanics, actually, I think mechanically everything is great. Balance, I'd probably put him down to like a 7 or 8. I think he leans in a little bit towards the S plus side. He might get knocked down a peg if he was going against like an extremely tough villain that demanded him defend more frequently. The reason I would give him Where he is on that balance though is he feels extremely top heavy. This does not feel I don't use this ability. I don't value this ability. Um I can see the value out of this. These are very strong. He's very top heavy. Like so much so that this top rung right here, I feel like if this is like S tier, then these are like B tiers. Normally I'd say like A tier is right here. Like the good cards are A tiers. These are these four cards feel like they lag so far behind these other ones. Um yeah, he does he feels balanced in terms of the game. He doesn't feel overly balanced in terms of his actual deck. Like comparing his cards to his cards. Um what's the last one? Fun factor. I think he's fun. He's a bit tedious in terms of having to keep track of this and move it around and that. It does give you some strategizing to do in terms of like if you're sitting here to do your forced action in a position where you can get your ready. Um, the way how I play him, I don't get too much of a chance to move this around because again, I didn't value behind the wheel overly, and I rarely play his aspect cards because his hero cards are so fucking strong. I think he's fun though. He's like a 9, like in the 9 range. Anyways, I've been talking long enough. I finished this game 20 minutes ago. We don't need to hear all this shit. If you've been listening to all this, what the fuck's the matter with you? So, anyways, that'll wrap up my stream. Uh, so have a good morning slash day slash night wherever you may be. Take care of yourself because the world is a dangerous place. If you want to check out more custom content like ekAugust Ghost Rider, which again really good. I really enjoyed playing it. If you want to check out something like My Monet or any of these fun creations over here, there will be a link to our Discord server where other custom content is at in the description of this video. If you want to check out my streams live, you can check me out at twitch.tv/theactualjackson. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff really helps the channel out. And with all that being said, take it easy. Later. Ciao.